You are listening to GZR, Ground Zero Radio, the very best of Orange County's original music scene and beyond. Cruz is here.
Well, hello. It's good to be here. It's Happy New Year, everybody, and it's taken me a while to get here because I do a very popular open mic in Huntington Beach at the Beach Hut Deli.
On Monday nights.
On Monday nights, and it gets so overwhelmed that I can't really get somebody to fill in for me because sometimes I get 25 people and I really have room for 15, so I have to manage that. The open mic it was something that I never really wanted to do. I needed the work, and so I started to do it, and I found it to be a wonderful, you kind of get the lay of the land because people come through, and you get so many different people coming through that you have information on venues, you find musicians that you can work with, and it's steady work, so that's a good thing for a musician.
Yeah,
right.
Unheard of.
So that's Mondays at Beach at Garfield from 6:30 to 9:30, and then I also do another one in Fullerton for the last year and a half at Bourbon Street from 7 to 10 on Wednesdays. Another good thing about that is I probably wouldn't have as many followers and fans if it wasn't for that because they get exposed to what I'm doing, and it's a great networking community as we're on a community radio station thing to do. So
what I appreciate is at these different music events that you're curating or hosting, you welcome original music.
Correct, and then I will actually pull people from and try to develop them because I do a showcase on the second Saturday at the Beach Hut Deli with people doing 30-minute sets. So you come in and do 3 good songs for me, and I'll try to get you on one of those and sort of develop kind of a roster of musicians that come through, and there's a handful of places where original music is played. It is kind of difficult sometimes to get paid doing original music, which kind of led me into doing covers. When I first started doing original music, it was like, well, if I want to get paid, I'm going to have to do some covers, and I kind of, as a younger musician, fought against that. But what really happens is you learn to do what you're doing better, and makes you a better songwriter, in my opinion.
Good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. So I see you brought your guitar.
I did.
Awesome.
Well, it's a crazy world out there, and I expect 2024 to be pretty crazy. Hopefully in a good way. But this is a song called "Complicated." Well, I know you got your point of view, like sinners and lovers do, but you don't have to shout it, man. The truth is just the truth. When you're getting all your answers from the prancers and romancers, everything it's spinning makes you turn your head. It's complicated. It's complicated, it's intertwined, it's all the time. Man, I get so damn confused, it's complicated. Automated navigation, it's dulling my sensation, taking my direction from a voice in a machine. Won't you tell me what you really see? Show me who you want to be. Join me for a moment. Let me feel your soul. Complicated. It's complicated. It's intertwined. It's all the time. Man, I get so damn confused 'cause it's complicated. Complicated, it's overrated, man, I hate it, I feel so dated, the world keeps churning, man, it's burning me out, I just wanna fly my soul. Yeah. Stop getting all your answers from the prancers and romancers, 'cause everything that's flashing makes you spin your head. Won't you tell me how you really feel and show me who you wanna be? Join me for this moment, let me feel your soul. Complicated, it's complicated. It's intertwined, it's all the time. Man, it gets so damn confused. It's complicated. It's complicated. It's intertwined, it's all the time. Man, I get so damn confused. It's complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Man,
And the point of that
was
song
amazing.
is it's not so complicated.
Right on.
I love the irony. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm really glad that it worked out. We talked about this several times before, but you have your Monday night gig. Yeah.
I work. I'm a working musician, so it's hard. But I appreciate what you do here, and most of the musicians you've had on, I know, worked with, know, and appreciate, and it's very well appreciated. And like I said, I think in this crazy world, the community aspect of things is more important than anything, and more important than ever.
Yeah.
Totally agreed. A song was just coming to mind. A friend of mine, songwriter, wrote a song called "We Are the Remedy," and I'll send you that song because it's a rockin' song. I think
Okay.
you'd like it, Tris.
Good.
And that's what he's talking about. We are the remedy to supporting each other, supporting live music in the various ways that we all do. We are the remedy, and it does take a community to keep the live music scene going. And it's not just at one capacity. It's all five of us that are sitting here. We all do multiple things to keep the live music scene going and supporting each other. I want to hear Chris play another. Want to play another one, or do you want to do a song file?
Let's do something we have.
Should we blame it on some love?
Blame it on love, yes. Blame it on love, and the reason that's important. So back when I started doing music this was the late '80s, I decided to do it on my own label. I had some people supporting me, and they said, why don't we just do this ourselves? You'd heard about Bruce Springsteen having problems, Creedence, Tom Petty did 2-hit records and went bankrupt, and you were kind of not trusting of the music business. So I started doing it, and it was really, put me on the right track. But in the last couple of years, I've started recording myself. I've always been a Tascam Porta-Studio guy. So the reason this song is important is the first thing that I did out of my studio. So it's a song called Blame It on Love, features Rae Shirer, and it was mixed by a guy named Jeff Kessinger, who I met at the Monday open mic. Everything has changed will change, the world will rearrange, but the feeling in my heart, yeah, the one you always start. Oh, blame it on love and dream it, blame it on life. To act on these feelings now would mean tearing our worlds apart. So tear it apart. So blame it on love and dream it, blame it on love and dream it, blame it on love and dream it. 'Cause I know everything will change, the world will rearrange, but the feeling in my heart, the one you always start, blame it on love and dream it, blame it on love and dream it, blame it on love and dream it. I'm gonna blame it on love. Yeah, blame it on love. I'm in love. I'm in love. Just blame it on love. It's love. I'm in love now. Oh, blame it on love. It's love. I'm in love. Yeah, blame it on love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm gonna blame it on love.
I was digging that song. Cruz, Blame It on
thank you.
Love.
Me
Thank
too.
you so much.
Harmonies were
Yeah, great
fantastic.
harmonies.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's Miss Rae Shirer.
Shout out to Rae. You should have brought her. I should have said something to you. I should have said bring her.
Well, I had my agenda.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
I kind of wanted to talk about the label and you know what I got going there. I think, you know, so when I released I Like the Red, I Like the Blue, was how that came about is I had you know, I had some financial difficulties and finally got myself in a position where I could, you know, go to LA and record with a guy named Bruce Witkin who produced Doom Kounty Electric Chair, which was a rock band in the late 90s that was of note around here. And I wanted to go back to him because after that he did the first few White Buffalo records, and I really, you know, I liked the urgency of the White Buffalo, and so I wanted to get back there. So I drive up the 2 hours to get to him, and he says, you know, Chris, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, I want to record a 12 album, you know, 12 song rock record like my heroes. He says, okay, you can do that if you want, but nobody's doing that. Everybody's doing EPs. This is like 2017. Because everybody's doing EPs. Everybody's doing singles. I'm like, oh, you know. So I went. You know, I drove home kind of disappointed, and I had a good friend of mine who had just done a 6-song record, and I was like, you know, I listened to that record like 3 times straight because I liked the song so much, and maybe producer Bruce is onto something. And I had just written that song, I Like the Red, I Like the Blue, and so I went in and recorded that with Bobo. I think Bobo's been in here. Bobo
Yeah.
Burns. Because he just had moved down the street from me and released it as a single, and it got, you know, it immediately got reviewed by the OC Weekly. It was the biggest write-up I'd ever gotten. And I thought, you know, maybe this single thing is something, you know, you can present it as a single. And when I spoke to the guy that was doing that interview, he says, I asked him, you know, when you get a CD, what do you do? He goes, well, I listen to the first song, most of it, and then I scan the rest of it. And I'm like, okay, I gotcha. So that sent me on the singles direction. And at this point, I'm working on multiple projects and just doing singles, and kind of keeps me invigorated and doing different things, working with different people.
We have another caller. KOCI Radio, you are live on the air. Who am I speaking with?
You're live on the air with Rae Shirer.
Hi!
Yeah, can't keep that girl away.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so glad you called.
I just wanted to say that, Chris has been recording a lot of singles for people in his community, and it's really been a fun experience. And I'm really glad that he's doing that, and the people he's bringing in are very eclectic. And so I'm looking forward to a lot more of that in 2024.
Right on.
That's the plan.
That was awesome that she called.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, thank you for listening.
Just like she was here. She's a very good utility person, and she's good with business, and has been very helpful in different aspects of the label. And if you've got a version of I Like the Red, I Like the Blue that is not, we're going to debut it right here. And it's from Mike and Jerry Wilson. They adopted the song and started playing it at their shows. It's been over a year, and I've been planning to record it, and finally got it in and got it done. And Rae Shirer does play the kazoo on this recording. So.
Awesome.
Well, video killed the radio, and now there's cable news. Well, I just wanna watch the game, and I don't wanna choose. Well, I like the red, I like the blue, I like the Dodgers and the Angels too. I like the red, I like the blue. The man on TV tells me that it's taking us to hell, so I just changed the channel, and they say he's doing swell. Well, I like the red, I like the red, I like the blue, I like the blue, I like the Dodgers and the Angels too, and the green statue in the bay. Well, she says, welcome to the United States. I like the red, I like the blue. 100 million channels, but there's nothing good to watch. Infomercial advertising, it goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, I like the red, I like the blue, I like the Dodgers and the Angels too. I like the red, I like the blue. Well, the times are just the fashion, but the clothes don't seem to hide the demographics engineered to profit and divide. But I like the red, I like the red, I like the blue, I like the blue, I like the Dodgers and the Angels too. And the feeling that runs through my veins when I say, let's go the United States. I like the red, I like the blue.
All right, that's Jerry and Mike Wilson. We're calling them the Wilsons. But very, one of the shows I do at the Beach Hut every year, at least one, is a ukulele show. And, ukulele is not my favorite instrument, but they're fun. And the shows are always packed, and they're fun. And, they're just a fun-sounding instrument, so it's always good.
It's a happy instrument.
Yes, it is.
It is.
You can't
That
play
is
a sad
true.
song on a ukulele.
Well, and the difference between, their version and my version is there's a certain amount of militancy to my version. And theirs is, kind of a nice warm handshake, and
There's some awesome
it's cute.
kazoo.
That is some awesome kazoo, yeah.
Yay,
That's Miss Rae
Rae.
Shirer.
And yes, and she does do that live too.
And the funny thing is when I recorded that with Bobo, we're sitting there recording, and I'm like, okay, I need you to pull out your best kazoo, Mike. And he just looks at me like, what are you talking about, man? But it works.
Are
It
you an
works.
engineer or are you an engineer?
Yeah. He's a serious recording engineer, yeah.
Where you want to go from here? You want to go? Well, we can go nowhere. That's the name of the song.
Let's do,
and I did not mean to line it up like that.
Yeah, Nowhere is a song that was an outtake from when I had the record deals, and I've been listening. I'm listening to the record label there had me record everything just straight. He said, "Come in and record everything," so we spent a couple days doing that, and I decided just to do, as an experiment, which is kind of the world we're in. You just try things and see how they work. We just did a live studio recording, and for whatever reason, this one's been popular too.
Travel into a dusty old town. I see a sign, it makes me smile. Welcome to nowhere, and we're glad to see you. And I travel on, the diner is closed. An old man holds out his hand and says, "Hey man, I'm no one, and I'm glad to see you." No one cares if there's war anywhere, and the sun always shines, and they're glad to see you. Nowhere is now the place I call home. Everyone here, they know my name, and everyone here is glad to see me. But some people criticize this town. They say it's such a dead-end scene. Sometimes I think so, and I would like to be them. And no one cares if there's war anywhere, and the sun always shines, and they're glad to see you. And no one needs any peace in the east. They just hope the fish will bite, and they're glad to see you. Well, I got a woman waiting for me. She's in a town just south of here. Tell her I miss her, and I can't wait to see her. I'll be in Noah's picture house, waiting with no one for the show. And all of the stories here have happy endings. No one cares if there's war anywhere, and the sun always shines, and they're glad to see you. And no one needs any peace in the east. They just hope the fish will bite, and they're glad to see you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was Nowhere by Cruz.
Thank you so much. Sometimes you want to run and hide, so that's what that's about. Go fishing. So if you want to keep track of me, the best place is chriscruz.net, and then that links up to my YouTube channel, which has been my promotional vehicle of choice of lately. And you can always find me on Facebook, and I'm Mondays at the Beach Hut Deli from 6:30 to 9:30. Come on down, play me a song. I'll play you a song. I start the show off at 6:30. So I do get back to Bruce Witkin, and I get to start recording my rock record. And this song features Henry James from Robert John and the Wreck, Bruce Witkin's on bass, and Rob Clennell's on drums.
Awesome.
It's called Waiting for the Revolution. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here, Cruz, everyone. And this is Waiting for the Revolution.
Well, through the pages of history, a revolution's guided me. Oh, I could see the people, I could feel the people's pain. Don't you tell me you don't know why so many young men have to die. When it's power to the people, power to the rebel way. I'm waiting for a revolution.
GZR, Ground Zero Radio. Follow us on social media and every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Time on KOCI 101.5.